526 Sully Boys Basketball Parents Night. The purpose of this evening is to recognize and pay tribute to the parents and guardians of our student athletes who support our program. The sacrifices and accommodations you make throughout the course of the season greatly contribute to the success of our team. Without your support and encouragement, your sons and daughters would be unable to uphold their commitments to their teammates and the program. No matter how glamorous or dubious the task may be, you are consistently there to support your student athlete and your well-being team. Tonight we want to say thank you as a team, a school, and a community for your continued support of Sully Boys Athletics. On behalf of the coaches, players, managers, and school administration, thank you for everything you do. At this time, we will introduce the boys basketball team, cheerleaders, statisticians, coaches, and parents, beginning with the seniors. As your athlete's name is called, please come out and meet the son or daughter and form a welcome line on the sideline of the basketball court. Anyone who would like to take pictures is welcome to do so. Please feel free to step out and click away. Your 2025-26 Sully Boys Chargers. Seniors, Gavin Colson, son of Clayton Colson and Andrea Kruger. Cheerleader, Paige Jonas, daughter of Jay and Julie Jonas. Statistician, Isabel Caldwell, daughter of Terry Joe Carter. James Miles, son of Pat and Holly Miles. Wesley Whitler, son of assistant coach Jesse and his wife Sherry Whitler. This year's juniors, cheerleader Anna Collins, daughter of Kyle and Ashley LaFerge. Cooper Falkenhagen, son of Eric and Jen Falkenhagen. Chase Height, son of Casey and Jessica Height. This year's sophomores, mascot Cash Fuller, son of Jess and Mike Fuller. Chet Yackley, son of Heather Sperry and Cooper Walton, and Blake and Kayla Yackley. This year's freshman, Carson Mercer, son of Travis and Jackie Mercer. Carson Miles, son of Jordan and Ashley Miles. Cheerleader, Tammy Millie, daughter of Jeff and Courtney Millie. Easton Moore, son of Tom and Ashley Moore. Lincoln Olson, son of Ryan and Tim Olson. Jackson Paxton, son of Delaney Paxton. Cheer coach, Katie Steiner, Here we go.
Come on, kid, baby, come on.
Assistant coach, Scott Sutton, with his mom, Lynn. And head coach, Brian White, with his wife, Karen. Ladies and gentlemen, the 526 Sully Boys Chargers.
The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Red Spray Service. And by Actegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully Butte Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Wheeler Seed Farm, Yakney Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth for the call of the game with a Hall of Famer and the voice of the Sully Butte Chargers, D.T. Meyer.
And a good Thursday evening to you. Thanks for tuning in here to probably most likely wrap up your day here from Oneida as we get you set for some Sully Butte Boys High School basketball this evening. Wyberich with you, Jeremy running the camera this evening, and a big thanks to Emma back in the studio for keeping us here on the air. The Chargers looking to keep their home record alive and undefeated record, I should say, as they come into this one at 4-0 on the season. They are taking on the winless Pirates from Highmore-Harrold. So the Pirates trying to pull off one of the big upsets that would take place if that were to happen today. But Sully Butte's looking to try to keep that going after basically a week and a couple of days off of basketball. Their last contest was a win over Phillip just not long ago. Pirates' last contest was a loss. There's a final of, if we can get it pulled up here, it was a final against Stanley County in that contest. We'll step aside for our first time out here as we continue and get going into our 83 Ag Sales pregame show. It's brought to you by 83 Ag Sales. We'll step aside 90 seconds to talk about more of this matchup here from Oneida. It is the Pirates from Highmore-Harrold. It is the Sully Butte Chargers. Coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 90.
Or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
83 Ag Sales pregame show as we get you set for tip-off between the Highmore-Harrold Pirates and the Sully Butte Chargers. Wyberich got with you, Emma back in the studio, Jeremy running tonight's camera for us. So big thanks to everybody who makes this production possible here this evening. Sully Butte, after a 70-46 win over Phillip, are playing their first game since December 30th. So it is actually the first game for them in the 2026 portion of this season. Undefeated at home. Their closest contest has been Lyman this season, and that was a final of 67-61. Taking a look at the Pirates, they fell to Stanley County 60-27 and currently sit 0-5 on the season. A really young basketball team here for the Highmore-Harrold Pirates. We'll tell you more about them as the night goes on. Let's look at your two teams fit into this one and taking a look at the history between these two teams here. According to Max Preps, since 2006, the Chargers are 18-3 against the Pirates. So it'll be the 22nd meeting between these two teams dating back to 2006. Sully Beach won the last meeting with a final of 71-46, which actually snapped that 3-game losing streak that the Pirates had, or that the Chargers had against the Pirates. So the Chargers right now 1-0. Pirates' last win would come on January 4th, 2024, where it was a 86-82 final for the Pirates. That's the history between these two teams as well, and we will step aside once again. We'll take another 90-second timeout and talk about some action going on around the area and also here this evening. The Chargers hosting the Pirates coming up here in just a few moments on KLXS Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Pre-game conversation coming up in just a few moments with head coach Brian White of the Chargers as we continue your 83 X-Sales pre-game show here on Country 95.3. Right now, Governor Girls are hosting Harrisburg in their contest, and the Governors right now facing a 39-14 deficit over the Tigers of Harrisburg. That game on KCCR, and that will be the lone game locally for KCCR. College football happening tonight. You can catch that after the conclusion of this game on our sister station, KCCR. We do have a pregame interview with head coach Brian White and take a look at the current standings of the Region 6B as both of these two teams will play some region action. As right now, Highmore-Harrold at number 10 at 0-5. Sully Beach sit number 1 in Class 6B, and if you actually go to the full classification with everybody, Sully Beach Chargers tied for third right now in the standings with a front record of 4-0, and it will be their fourth home contest of the season. I caught up with head coach Brian White. We will get to that conversation after this 30-second timeout here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 30.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Three X-Sales pregame show. It's Coach Brian White of the Sully Beach Chargers basketball team. Coach, first off, it's been a minute. I mean, even though it's been just a little over a week, but it feels a while since you guys were last on the court.
Yeah. Been so busy and chaotic and everything with school and everything that you don't really probably notice it as much when you're in the middle of it because we've got so many things going and practice and you got New Year's in there and all the things. So, but yeah, it's been a little bit since we've been on the floor and hopefully our kids can kind of take off right where we left off.
I was gonna say, I know it's over a little over a week now. But you took on Phillip, and you guys did your job, as you always say, the kind of the Bill Belichick style. Did your job. Just kind of what were some of your key takeaways from that win over Phillip?
Yeah, I didn't think we played probably at our best, at our highest level. I thought we did a few things that we were really trying to not do, that we've really been working really hard on to not do. And it was kind of a good reminder that we needed to get back to the basics of what do we want our offense, what do we want our defense to look like, and are we doing the staples of what we need all the time? You know, sometimes you start game planning, you start looking at things more than you probably need to, where you just need to play basketball at the level that your kids can play it at and do things the way you want to do them, and it gives you a better opportunity to win. So, and you just play better that way. A lot of times you play a little more free, a little more up tempo, and that's what we want to do.
How is everybody injury wise? I know maybe last week there was maybe some sickness kind of going around, just from how tired a lot of the guys were. But how's kind of everybody going into tonight?
Yeah, I think we're healthy. We everybody's up and ready to roll, and got a couple kids out of town, so that'll kind of shorten our bench a little bit. But our guys are ready to go. They're going to be competing at their level and as high as they can compete at, and I'm excited to see what they do tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about tonight, Coach. Taking on Highmore-Harrold. I mean, a team that's kind of struggled as far as getting those wins. They're still looking for their first win of the season, and their last opponent was Stanley County. Kind of what do you know about this Highmore-Harrold team and kind of your approach to tonight's game?
You know, they're young. They're a little bit number strapped right now, you know, and that happens with small schools. I mean, we all go through that, and but their kids play really hard. Their kids get after it. They play up and down. They play with a good pace. They've got some size underneath and some length, so that can really give you some troubles at finishing at the rim. So, I mean, they're a nice basketball team. They've got a little guard that can really shoot it. Last year, I think he hit about 5 or 6 threes on us, and a couple of them from way back. So we're going to have to get up, and we're going to have to do all the things that we need to do defensively to take care of him, and then we're going to have to rebound the basketball with some of their size.
You mentioned, kind of going back to the basics. How important is that to kind of see your team at the start of the tip-off instead of later down in the contest?
Yeah, you know, we want to get out to a fast start. We want to play fast and do the things that we want to do. And, you know, when you have this amount of time off, you kind of worry about where's our wind going to be? What kind of shape are we going to be in? And I think we're there, but you never know until you play. So we won't really know where we're at there until the ball gets tossed in the air. So we're excited about that, and we're going to see how we do and how things work for us.
You mentioned that, like the time off, and that's kind of where I was going to go with the conditioning. So we got that question out of the way. I know rebounding has kind of been the one factor you've kind of emphasized more this season, but what is going to be that emphasis tonight to go 1-0?
You know, we got to take care of the ball, and we got to rebound and defend. And you do those things, you always give yourselves a chance. And if we do those things, I think we have good enough basketball players to take care of things.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and best of luck tonight.
Hey, thanks for coming us. We appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Brian White for taking some time here before these contests gets underway here. The Highmore-Harrold Pirates 0-5, seeking their first win of the season. Visit the undefeated Sully Butte Chargers. We'll take a look at these two starting lineups here in just a moment, but we should have a national anthem here on the way and get you a uniform report here in just a moment as well. We're about a few moments away from tip-off, and let's just give you that uniform report here real quick. Pirates visitors tonight. They're going to be in their own blacks. They're going to have red numbers and red lettering. Pirates across their jersey. It's going to be trimmed in white with the red stripe with spotted black and white spots, kind of like plate splatter on their stripes on the sides. For the Chargers, they'll be in their home whites today. Purple numbers, purple lettering, trimmed in gold, and they will have the thin gold and purple stripe on either side of their uniforms. The national anthem is coming in just a moment. We will send it to the PA announcer and get you set for this contest. Starting lineups on the other side of the national anthem here in just a few moments on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. Let's send it to the national anthem right now.
shot contest. And at the end of the third quarter of the last game, the senior class will draw the winners of 50-50. At this time, we ask that you please keep in mind the men and women of our armed forces as they stand guard around the world as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. We're performed tonight by the Sully Youth Pep Band under the direction of Mrs. Erica Paxson. Proper respect is remove cover, stand at attention, and push your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out of uniform active duty personnel may salute the flag.
National anthem has been performed by the Sully Butte Chargers band, and now let's get you your starting lineups. We'll start with the Highmore-Harrold Pirates. They are led under the direction of head coach. Let me get that name real quick here before I mispronounce it here. I want to make sure I say it correctly. Under head coach Scott Pigarek, he's entering his sixth, or as many years as head coach. He enters fifth season as a head coach, 15 years all together. It'll look like this for the Highmore-Harrold Pirates in their home, or their road blacks, excuse me. It'll look like this. It's number 1, a 5'10 sophomore guard in Brooks McKeek. He'll be followed by number 4. It is a 5'10 guard sophomore in Davian Knox. Number 10, it is a 5'10 freshman guard and Jaden Efren, excuse me. And number 15, it is a junior at 6 foot forward. It is Wyatt Folstich. And around up the starting lineup for the Pirates and Parakeet is number 20, a 6'6 senior forward, and Jordan Efren. That is the starting lineup for the Pirates and their road blacks tonight as the Sully Butte Charger lineup gets introduced here. It'll look like this evening. It's number 3, a freshman at 6'3 guard. It's Easton Moore. He is followed by the sophomore guard at 5'8 Jet Yackley. Number 15, a senior who's averaging over 20 points per game this season, and Wesley Whitler. He's a 6'1 guard. Number 20, a senior at 5'10. It is Gavin Colson. And around up the starting lineup here, it is the senior center at 6'2, number 44, James Miles, as that is your starting lineup. Big thanks as well to 83 Ag Sales for the pregame show as well. Big thanks to Ringneck Energy, and a big thanks to Venture Communications this evening for your scoreboard provided up at the top. We had to do a little fancy graphic work there. What do you think, Jeremy? It looks pretty good. Hey, there we go. Yes, Jeremy is helping with the camera. Emma, big thanks to her back in the studio. It is Easton Moore in the center circle as he tries to win the opening tip. It won't be so as the Pirates control the opening tip here from Oneida, Sully Butte High School, here on a Thursday evening. First of 3 days of broadcasting here on Country 95.3, as we'll tell you more of the schedule here later on. First shot for the Pirates, no good. And it's Wesley Whitler going to try to push the pace early on here on the attack. Left side in the paint, underhand scoop will go off the iron, and now a fight for the basketball. Moore tries to save it. Colson will pick it up, and a second chance for the Chargers here quickly. Colson floater, no good. Last touch there by the Pirates, and the Chargers will get a third crack at it here in the opening possession. Heck of an effort there by Easton Moore to just even save the plays. He tries to get the inbound, and the Chargers, after 2 opportunities, will turn the basketball over to the Pirates. Quickly on the other end is Knox at the top. He'll give it off down to McKeek. Swing it right back to Knox. Matched up there by Whitler. Chargers normally not going to have the height advantage this season as Whitler will steal it away here, going to the right side, just throws up a shot to get the call, and he will. And he'll make a trip to the line as Whitler will sink the first points of this basketball game. I say normally Chargers not going to be on the height advantage. Here is right now the tallest Pirate. He's a 6'6 senior. And the Chargers right now, the tallest player is Whitler at 6'1", or excuse me, I should say Cooper Falkenhagen and James Miles at 6'3" and 6'2". Easton Moore at 6'2", so I should probably make sure I read the height stats information there real quick. So Whitler is at the line. Foul is going to be on McPeak, and it will be a free throw that is no good, and a second chance here coming up for Whitler. Whitler for one more free throw. 7:06 on the clock. Still no points on your Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Second go at it is no good, and it'll be a violation on the Chargers and maybe a foul on James Miles on the over the back. That is the case. So 7:05, Chargers going to bring the full court pressure here. Triggering it will be Earthman. He'll get it in there to Ballstitch. One arm, stolen away there on a one-hand grab by Colson. Gives it to Whitler, left side. He'll get another chance for two free throws at the line. This one going to be a foul. Probably going to go against Ballstitch, who is trying to look for a charging call. Won't get it. And it will be Whitler at the line. So to redeem those two free throws he just missed a moment ago. Whitler's going to be at the line to shoot two as he gets set for the first one. Be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. First free throw from Whitler will go in. Yeah, we will have one more free throw here. That's to make it a 2-0 lead here. Really good turnout here community-wise on a Thursday night. Highmore fans, good traveling as well. It's 2-0 on that Venture Communications scoreboard. Almost a 5-second call there. Able to get it off as McPeak will cross the timeline with 6:48 left to go. 2-0 your score early in the first. Kick out there to Ballstitch. Matches up there by Moore defensively as Chargers show man-to-man. Pass looking, almost taken away. Now taken away. Nice job by Miles getting into the passing lane as Colson will go off the right side, lays it off the glass with the right hand and lays it in as Gavin Colson will pick up the first real bucket of the contest from the field as the first points came from the charity stripe. It's 4-0 with 6:20 here to go in quarter number one. The beak get it out there to Effman. He'll make his way to the top as it's Yackley there with the matchup. Back down to McPeak. McPeak in the paint, floats it over Miles, and he'll get it in. Brooks McPeak with the first points of the contest. Yackley will kick it out to Moore. Left corner triple. He's off the back iron and brought down there by Efferman for his first rebound of the evening. That was the first three as well attempted in this game. 5:48 left to go. It's a 2-point lead for the Chargers at 4-2. Drive there from Efferman at the baseline. Miles and Yackley defensively doing a really good job trying to maybe get it, and a timeout will save the possession. With 5:37 left to go, 18 on the shot clock. It's a 30-second. We'll take one with them. 4-2 your score. 4:37 left to go. Chargers up 4-2. We're back in 30.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Chargers gonna get the basketball. Actually, it'll be the Pirates after the timeout there. It is 5:35 left to go here in quarter number one. As the Chargers, well, they were going to get it back, courtesy of a turnover from the Pirates. Moore almost loses it, and we'll give it off to Whitler. Quickly over to Yackley on the left corner with 5:23 left to go. Deep three from Whitler, no good. Moore rebound, second chance. Pump fake in the paint, puts it up, and it's good. Moore with the rebound and puts it back up and in, gives the Chargers a 6-2 advantage. Effman, he was wide open past the midcourt stripe, gets it back. He'll give it off to Brooks McPeak. Out of Falstich. Falstich spins, gives it off there to Effman at the line. Matched up there by Miles, as we'll see Falkenhagen check in on the next whistle. McPeak, 16 on the shot clock. Left side, goes on the drive. Baseline, puts it up, somehow gets that one in. With Miles playing defensively, and McPeak has both points here for the Pirates. Colson, next possession for the Chargers is a one and done. Chargers going a little quick here to start things off in the first quarter. 4:30 left to go here in quarter number one. Again, Chargers have not played since the 2025 year. They played their last game on December 30th. And a win over the Scotties from Phillip in their first and lone road game of the season. Chargers will go to Volga next week as it's going to be stolen there by Miles. Nice job defensively. Yackley, deep three, got it. Yackley with a triple, puts him up 9-4. Wettler defensively trying to guard here, and now you'll get a 10-second call. He'll turn the basketball back to the Chargers, and they're coming in quickly in this one as we're going to see Carson Miles, Cooper Falkenhagen to check in here. Do the contest. It'll be Gavin Colson and James Miles taking a rest there. Nice defensive effort there from Miles before he made his way to the bench. 3:45 left to play here. It is quarter number one. Yackley going back to back. He's got it. Look for a heat check on the next possession. 12-4 your score. As the Chargers bringing that full court pressure once again. And it'll be a foul on Moore. He was trying to get the Pirates to go out of bounds there. Was trying to get Falstich dribble out of bounds, wasn't able to do so. So that will be the second team foul on the Chargers, and falling to the ground was Effman, but still it's Pirates basketball. There's a floater there from Effman, who was the one who was on the deck, but he misses the shot, cleaning it up. It's Jordan Effman. 12-6 your score. See if the Chargers let Yackley get a heat check shot here. Moore spins, falling to the ground, gives it off to Whittler. Whittler for 3 threes in a row for the Chargers. Whittler's the second one in this run so far. 15-6 your score with 2:56 left to play. Chargers have made their last 3 shots from beyond the arc. Drive from the peak, left side. Miles defensively sees the floater, will miss it, and it's brought down by Moore. Whittler quickly on the other end in the paint with the soft layup off the iron, and another timeout is going to be spent by the Pirates. Whittler quickly with 7 in the contest so far. 2:37 left to go. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 30 with 2:37 left to play. Chargers 17. It is the Pirates at 6. We'll step aside. We're back at 30 here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. It's 8 o'clock.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
2:37 as we are coming out of the timeout here. Still first quarter here from Oneida. It is the Chargers who have made a couple of threes. Their last 4 shots have all been made courtesy from the arc. Their last shot was from inside the paint. But 17 your 6 your score in 1 quarter of play as we still have 2:37 left to go. Pirates basketball after the timeout. And just like that, the Pirates have taken 2 of their 5 here in this quarter. 2:37 left to go. Inbound as the Chargers show full court pressure. Effman gives it off to McPeak. Matched up there by Miles. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Looks like it might have been away from the basketball. We'll see here. Yeah, they're going to say this is away from the basketball, and Fallstitch will pick up his second personal. Get a change in the lineup for the Pirates. Checking in is Kai McCauley. Should say Kai McCauley, I should say. Checks in for the first time. First change for the Pirates here this evening. Yackley on the fake give from Colson. He'll float it off and puts it in. Yackley's got 8 here this evening in this first quarter. Chargers on a high-scoring pace here if they can keep this up going the distance. 19-6 with 2:05 left to go on your Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Turnover from the Pirates. Quickly are the Chargers on the other end. Skip pass over to Whitworth. 3. That one's up. That one is good. Chargers can't miss from three-point land as they are 4 of 6 from 3, and they lead 22-6 out of bounds, and the Pirates turn it over. The speed getting to Highmore-Harrold early on here. The Chargers have capitalized on 4 made threes. 4 of their last 5 have come from the arc. 1:45 to play. Colson mid-range off the glass. Couldn't get that shot to go. And it's Erfman who picks up the rebound on a one and done for Sully Buttes. Trying to capitalize on a turnover. The peak. And a look. He'll give it off to Efren. He'll hand it right back to McPeak. Give it right back to Efren. Right by each other as they hand it off. The glass. The bucket is going to count. And it's a chance for a three-point play for Jordan Efren. We'll see who they give this foul off to. 13 foul of the quarter for Sully Buttes. Falkenhagen will pick up his first. Again, team's third of the quarter. So a chance for a three-point play. Got this to within 13. Free throw, no good. Carson Miles rebound. And the Chargers will once again to start picking up the pace here. Whitler going to go for another 3. That one will end the run of threes. Yackley will get it off of the rebound from Miles. Falkenhagen couldn't get the 2 to go. And a couple of chances and no points to account for. Pirates get it back. They're going to try to push the pace so that they will travel with it. And Efren will be the one who does his turnover number 8 for Highmore-Harrold. James Miles will check back into the contest. Also, it's to be another change as well. Easton Moore going to check in for Sully Buttes here. Under a minute to play, 55 seconds left to go. Yackley will give it off to Colson at the top. Triple is up and good. Gavin Colson with 5, and the Chargers quickly now to a hot start here in the first quarter from three-point land. They've made 5 threes in the first quarter alone. They lead 25-8 on the Ringneck Energy scoreboard. There's a handoff to McPeak. 2 Chargers right there, and it's going to be a kickball violation by Carson Miles as they got the trap they were looking for, but kickball saves it there. 19 on the shot clock, 29.3 on the game clock. McPeak will get it over the big court stripe. Left side, outside. Now it is over there to Efman. Efman has a lane. He takes it. The 2 Chargers close in. Looks for the give. That will be a turnover. 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be picked up there by McCauley, who almost got the turnover. But the Pirates capitalize on some miscommunication. 3 on the shot clock. Yackley gives it off to Colson for the buzzer. No, they won't get going in. But the Chargers with a 15-point advantage after 1 quarter of play. They lead 25-10. 5 made threes. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Get you set for second quarter action. Chargers 25. It is Highmore-Harrold 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
Venture provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Second quarter action about to get underway here. 25-10 is your score. Chargers start with the basketball here in the second quarter. 25-10 off 5 of 8 from three-point land, and the Chargers will start with an Easton Moore bucket underneath, and they take now a 27-10 lead. Starting second quarter here, Chargers student section getting into it here. Here's a floater from McPeak. And he will get it to go in. He's got 6 all from the floater. Colson gives to Moore. Moore quickly on the move. Switches hands on the Euro step and lays it in. Chargers are shooting 63% from three-point land, 61% from the field. 29-12 is your score. Quickly on the other end, Pirates almost lose it, and then throwing it off the backboard was Knox. Trying to save it there for Effman and going to do so, and that'll be turnover number 9. Not even a minute gone by in the Chargers in the second quarter, and the Chargers don't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. During a minute gone by, Whitler will swing it over to Moore. On the left wing, now we bring it up top back to Whitler. Whitler goes to the left side, puts up a shot, no good. Whitler's second chance, that's going to be no good either. And the Pirates will be the last one to touch it after a couple of shots from Sully Buttes. And they'll keep it on their end. Colson will trigger it in on the near side. Inbound will go to Whitler. Whitler will do a catch and shoot 3. That one's no good. And the Pirates will once again last touch it. McPeak is the one who touches it last. 6:45. Inbound as Miles gets it. Now hands it off to Colson. Underhand pass was there for Moore, but a turnover for the Chargers. Transition defensively well as Sully Buttes. Here's a 3 from Palmer. No good as we're seeing Palmer in for the first time. Second chance here for the Pirates as Effman was the one who picks up the rebound. Now a drive in from Palmer. Kick out from McPeak. There's a kick out once again. Palmer, left side. Matched up there by Colson. Looks for the handoff to McPeak, and it will be staying with the Pirates. Palmer, an 8th grader here on this roster. There's actually 2 8th graders on this roster in Karsten McPeak and also Palmer. Again, this team is really young as far as senior. Or I guess a lack of seniors. It's going to be a foul on Whitler on the 3-point attempt. And going to the line, he's one of those 8th graders, and Drew Palmer. Whitler will pick up his first. Again, only one senior on this team. That's Jordan Effman. He's the 6'6 senior. And this team is pretty much loaded with sophomores and freshmen. The only junior on this roster is Wyatt Falstich. As the first free throw is off the mark. Yeah, we'll get one more from Palmer. Free throw up, and actually it's a 3-pointer, so it's actually 3 threes. Second one goes in, makes it now 29-13. Palmer with one more. Looking to go 2 of 3 from the line. They do so. That was the second trip for Highmore-Harrold. They only had 1 free throw attempt earlier in the first quarter. Yackley, left side, kick out on the wing to Colson. Colson jump stop, puts up the left side shot, and couldn't do so as Colson takes a seat on the stage. And Colson will make a trip to the line, and he'll have free throws coming up, as that will be a foul on Jaden Effman. Be his first, team's first of the quarter. Colson makes the first. A reminder from the Sully County Sheriff's Office, be an example. Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Colson will miss the second. McPeak is the one who picks up the rebound. We'll get it quickly over to Falstich. Falstich smacked up there by Moore. He'll spin, look to give it off. It's Efferman. Almost lost it, was Efferman on the catch. 5:39 left to play here in quarter number 2. McPeak on the elbow, left side. Off the mark, it's Whitler who cleans the glass. Whitler trying to zip it there to Falkenhagen and couldn't do so, and that's going to be Chargers' turnover. Tully Buttes are really liking to play fast here, and it looks like Coach White will take a quick pause here and take a timeout. There will be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Let's get you an update from Pierre, as it's the Governor girls who are in action against Harrisburg. Right now, that game looks like it might have concluded. It did. It was a final. It looks like Harrisburg did come out with the win. The score, though, is the score in question. If we will await that, it looks like it was going to be about a 55-28. That's a 55-28 victory for Harrisburg. That's the update we got for you here at local games of interest. Our game, 30-14 with 5:29 left to go in quarter number 2. Timeout was taken by the Chargers after committing their 4th turnover of the evening. Sully Buttes girls going to be at Highmore-Harrold tomorrow. Same time, start-wise. Well, that game for Young Country 95-3, and then we'll be in Volga on Saturday for the boys' game against Sioux Valley. 5:22 left to go. Pirates basketball after the timeout. Efferman's at the top, matched up there by Colson. Chargers showing man-to-man. McPeak asking for a screen. Does. Bounce pass off to Falstich. Baseline drive left side. Gets through the defense. Tries to put up a shot. No good. Second chance, as it was Falstich who was getting the rebound. And then the Chargers will get the basketball back quickly. 5:02 left to go. Ackley goes slow things down with the slow walk over the midcourt stripe. Moore looking to hand it off. He does so to Whitler. He'll kick it over to Yackley on the left corner. That one going to be left short. Colson rebound. Second chance is off the glass and good. Colson with the rebound and the putback. He's got 8, and just like that, 2 Chargers are bucking away each from double digits. That would be 3, as one already in double digits, and Whitler with 12. Here's the midway point. Turnover there from the Pirates, as Whitler will take it all the way. Underhand takes one bounce off the iron and drops. 34-14 your score with 4:13 left to go in the first half. Falstich with the give to McPeak. First time they're working on that right side. Poked away, stolen there by Whitler. As Whitler's going to try to split the defense on the other end. Couldn't do so. Falkenhagen rebound, and it's a foul. Foul's going to go against looks like they're going to give this to Jordan Efferman, and they do. That'll be his first, team second of the quarter. Whitler on a catch and shoot. 3 going to overshoot it off the glass. Yackley will pick up the rebound. Yackley zip it over to Moore on the right side. Buries it. It's Easton Moore with the triple. And it's now 37-14 with 3:36 left to go in the second. McPeak picks up his dribble, hands off to Falstich. Back to McPeak, he'll fire a 3. Left side, got it. Brooks McPeak right now doing much of the scoring for the Pirates as he's got 9. Whitler catches it, switches hands on the dribble, goes to the other side, and nice move there by Whitler to put it up for 2 as he's got 16. 3:08 left to go. Venture Communications scoreboard, 39 Sully Buttes, 17 Highmore-Harrold. McPeak trying to answer with another three. Couldn't get that three to go. And watch out as Whitler stepped out of bounds as Moore and Whitler were both going for the rebound there. Both are saying it's all right. And the Pirates getting a second chance courtesy of that dangle there from the Chargers. McPeak triggers it in. He'll get it off to Efferman. Matched up there by Falkenhagen. Let's pass it off to McPeak. Left side, off the glass. Another good shot there from McPeak. He's doing a really good job on the drives. Quickly on the other end. Carson Miles. Yackley up top. Whitler goes into the paint all by himself. Left underhand scoop. And couldn't get that shot to go. Looked like Whitler was looking for maybe a foul there, and he didn't get it. Said it'll be a foul on the other end. And they'll give this one off to Carson Miles. He'll pick up his first, team second of the quarter. Damian Knox is back in for the Pirates. And down is trigger there to Palmer. Palmer is going to fake one way, fire three. Off the mark is Miles after picking up the foul. He's back his team with a rebound. Whitler at the top is a three. Going to be off short. Falkenhagen tries to get the rebound off the glass, and he'll get a chance at the line. As maybe got a little bit of contact in the face. He says he got a little wince there for a moment. Falkenhagen is going to go look for his first points of the evening. Foul going to go against Efferman, who will pick up his second. And Falkenhagen is going to the line, and it looks like Sully Buttes have coming back to earth a little bit from three-point land. They've only made one in this quarter. They have had 14 attempts from three-point land. Falkenhagen will make the first free throw. Get one more free throw here with 2:12. 40-19 is the score. 21-point lead for Sully Buttes. Falkenhagen to go perfect. And we'll miss the second. Now we'll fight for the basketball. It's Efferman who rips it away. And the Pirates will take it back down to the other side. 2:06 left to go. Three for Knox as there was confusion either where to pass it to or was trying to fake it. If that was the case, that was a pretty good fake on my end. The miss as that got faked out pretty well there. Under two to play. Whitler making sure he's over that mid-court stripe with 1:50 left to go. At the interlocking SB, gives it to Yackley. Yackley right side, handoff there to Colson. Will put it up in the paint. Couple of bounces, no good. And Falkenhagen will get the rebound, but there's going to be no shot. And there's going to be a foul on Falkenhagen. James Miles will check in. For the final 1:39 here. McPeak will trigger it in, gets it into Palmer. Palmer going to try to push the pace over the timeline. Whitler matches up with him defensively. Palmer goes one way. Looks to kick it out, does so to Knox at the top. The inside give to Efferman, puts it off the glass and got it to go. Efferman with 6 here. Quickly on the other end, Carson Miles makes a move, gets the bucket to go. As Carson Miles gets his first bucket, makes it now 42-21 on the Ringneck Energy scoreboard here in the second quarter. 1:05 left to play. At the top, Efferman, he's going to fire three, going to be left short there. And it's Whitler with the rebound. Long pass to Miles. Miles will give it off to Yackley. Three, going to take a few bounces, and it drops in. Kind of was just waiting for that one to drop. Gets the hometown bounce. 42 seconds left to go. McPeak, other end. He'll get some contact and some free throws coming up for McPeak and the Pirates on their third trip of the evening. They'll get James Miles for the foul. He'll pick up his second. Team's 4, so no fouls left to give for Sully Buttes. McPeak, first trip to the line this evening. He's got 11. He'll stay at 11 right now here. All scoring for the Pirates with 11. Everybody else has either 6 or less. Second free throw, looking to go 1 of 2. It'll bounce off the front iron and drop in. Jackson Paxton is in for the first time. We're calling his name with 39.9 left to go. Ackley getting the inbound, courtesy of Whitler. Gets it over the timeline. Makes his way to the left side. Fakes the give to Paxton. Ackley at the top, swing it over to Colson. Looks like they're going to hold it for as long as possible here. Backs himself all the way near the midcourt stripe. 19 seconds left to go. Colson continues to waze and doesn't have to do so as nobody's even close to him. Ackley, 10 on the clock, 5 on the shot clock. Gives it off to Whitler. Whitler with 3 on the shot clock. No good. Fight for the basketball will end up in the hands of Efren with 1 second left to go. Throws it out of bounds. And it's going to be Charger basketball. So it's basically or no, they're going to give this to the Pirates. Looked like that was Sully's basketball based on the way they got it. Hail Mary shot's no good, and we played one half of basketball. 45-22 is your score. At the halftime intermission, we'll step aside and get you that halftime report after this 2-minute timeout here on Country 95.3.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get them, Chargers.
It is halftime here from Oneida, your Lincoln Construction halftime show. Also, Hawaii Green, big thanks to them for giving us the halftime intermission here. Chargers with a big advantage, 45-22. Now, I say big advantage, it's a 24, or I should say 23-point advantage, as they have it at 22. So not sure where the other score came from. We'll find out in just a moment. But Chargers shooting 49% from the field here after one half of play. And the Chargers, shooting lights out in the first quarter. They made 4 threes from three-point land. They were 4 of 6 from three-point land in the first quarter. And we'll tell you more about that in just a moment. 25-10 after 1 and 20-12 after 2. Chargers won both the scoring outputs in each of the first two quarters. I mentioned the Chargers shooting 49% from the field. They are 17 of 35. Currently at 4 of 8 from the free throw line and 7 of 16 from the charity stripe. For the Pirates, I have them at 9 of 16 from the field. Currently 1 of 4 from three-point land and 3 of 6 from the charity stripe here in the first half. Turnovers, I had Sully Buttes with 5 and the Pirates with 11 in the first half. Rebounds, Chargers also winning that battle as well. They have had 14 rebounds, unofficially to the 10. All stats unofficial here in the halftime intermission. We'll take a look at individual statistics after this 90-second timeout. Chargers lead this one 45-22. At the halftime intermission, we're back in 90 seconds.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake Canal Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake Canal Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as we continue your Lake Canal Construction and Hawaii Grain halftime show. Individual numbers here to take a look in the first half here, Starting with the Pirates, it was led by Brooks McPeak. He had 12 points in the first half for the Pirates, leading the scoring for them. 6'4", Jordan Efferman and Kai McCauley with 2. And Drew Palmer with 2 in the contest so far. For the Chargers, led by Wesley Whitler, he has 16 points, 4 rebounds. Easton Moore with 10 and 3. You got Jet Yackley with 8 points and a rebound. Garston Miles with 2 and 3 rebounds. Gavin Colson with 8 and a rebound. And Cooper Falkenhagen knocks in a free throw in the first half. So that is where we're at with the first half individual statistics as we get you set for the second half of action. Chargers looking to hold on and get their 5th win of the season, 4th at home. Final 2 minutes. We'll be back here to get you set for the second half next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go, Sully Buttes Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Getting you set for the second half here from Oneida. Wyatt Bridge got with you. Big thanks to Jeremy back here on the camera and Emma back in the studio for keeping us here live on the air. Big thanks to Lincoln Now and Hawaii Green for their halftime sponsors. Big thanks to this message from Sully County Sheriff's Office. Be a good sport, whether it's at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 45-22 will be the score, courtesy of Venture Communication and Ringneck Energy. It will be a Highmore-Harrold coming out to start with the basketball. Chargers will roll with their starting five: Easton Moore, Wesley Whitler, Jet Yackley, Gavin Colson, and James Miles. Pirates also start with their starting five as well. They'll flip sides. Chargers going from right to left. It is the Pirates going from left to right. We're underway. Second half action here from Oneida. Pirates, a lot of work to do, especially if the Chargers are going to keep their shooting percentage up here this evening. And starting that off with a deuce there from Jordan Effman. It's now 45-24 as we are 20 seconds into the second half. Yackley is on the right side. He gives it off to Moore. Backs his way in with two closing in. He'll put it off the glass and put it in. Both teams on the board here in the second half to start. 47-24. Give there from the false stitch, and then it's Efren who will get the whistle. And he'll go to the line and shoot a pair, courtesy of a foul from the Chargers. Easton Moore picks up foul number 2, second personal, first team foul. Efren at the line to shoot a pair. Pirates 3 of 6 from the line here this evening. Make that now 4 of 7. It's Efren who got the first bucket, adds a free throw. 7:20 left to go here in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, Sully Butte's looking to keep their undefeated record alive and undefeated record at home alive as well, as Whitler will get the rebound after the missed free throw. Quickly to Moore on the other side. Whitler over to Yackley. Wide open three, and that would be off the mark. Easton Moore with the rebound. Put it back and gets the extra chance at the line. So Moore has a chance for a three-point play. He's got 14 on the evening. He's scored the only 4 points for the Chargers in this third quarter, even though we're just approaching a minute into this one. They give the foul to Efren. And the three-point play takes a second, and it will fall. 50-25 your score here. Efren looking, trying to give it off to somebody. Now we'll give it off to McPeak, who basically waves off there Efren. Here's a three from McPeak. That's no good. Whitler will secure the rebound. And he will quickly give it off to Moore. Whitler at the top, swing it over to Colson. Colson will float it off the right elbow. That one no good either. It's a one and done for Sully Buttes. McPeak with the rebound. on the right wing now. Makes his way to the top. There's 90 seconds gone by in the second half. Backdoor cut there. He's going to be off the mark. Rebound by Colson. It's Colson. They're just going as fast as they want are the Chargers. Yackley in the paint. Underhand give to Miles. Couldn't get the shot to go. And almost taken away there by Colson, but the Pirates will end up with the basketball. Efren looking for that step back. Couldn't get it to go. Now he'll give it off to McPeak. Whitler rips it away and almost lost it were the Chargers, but Moore is the one who picks it up. Yackley gives it off there to Moore. Three, no good. Over high for the rebound was Whitler, but couldn't get the rebound all the way. As Efren will come down with the basketball in the end. Knox looking as we'll see Falkenhagen check in on the next whistle. The peek in the paint, floater. He's going to be off the mark. Whitler basically grabs it and says, let's go. Whitler between the legs, driving off the glass, left side, no good. Fight for the basketball as Miles just tapped it a couple of times and it goes to Falstich for the Pirates for their next possession. Chargers starting off cold from the field. Another turnover though is Whitler underneath. Scoop and score is good. Whitler 3 rebounds away from a double-double. He's got 18 points and a whistle and a timeout. Timeout taken by the Pirates. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 5:01 left to go. Chargers 52. It's the Highmore-Harrold Pirates 25. We're back in 30 seconds here on Country 95.3.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
5:01 left to play. Timeout taken by Highmore-Harrold. As the Chargers are off to a 7-3 start in the third quarter scoring. Highmore-Harrold just only getting points right now from Jordan Efferman, who has got the 3 points that the Pirates have scored in this third quarter. 5:01 left to go. Chargers 52, Highmore-Harrold at 25. It will be Pirates basketball in front of the student section. Here is, I think the officials are saying, hey, you guys got to back up here where they're standing. 5:01 left to go. The beat. At the top, swing it there to Efferman. He will give it up now to Knox. Knox, left side, back to Efferman. Thought about 3. Now he'll fire one. It's going to be left short. Basically tapped it all the way back to the backboard once again by Jaden Efferman. And the Pirates are one and done. Chargers can get the clock running here with a 3 if they elect to go for it. Yackley gives it off to Moore. Here's the 3. That one will swirl around the iron. No good as Colson gets the rebound, trying to put it back up, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch there by the Pirates. 4:33 left to go. Colson will trigger it in near side, gives it off to Moore, wide open underneath, then puts it in for 2. Moore has got 7 here in this third quarter. He's got 17 on the evening. Efferman matched up there by Falkenhagen. Backs this way near the baseline. Now he'll spin away, fire a shot. Couldn't do so. Knox rebound. Looks to give it off to McPeak, and the Pirates will get a second chance here, courtesy of Knox. Underneath. Nice job defensively by Colson. Yackley comes up with it, trying to push the pace. Kick out. Whitler triple is going to be left short. Fight for the rebound will be courtesy of Yackley. Running down the rebound for the Chargers. Whitler almost got away with a travel there. He'll be fouled. Count the bucket, and a chance for a three-point play is Wesley Whitler. 3:48 left to go. The foul going to go against Davian Knox. pick up his first of the contest. He'll be the second team foul as Whitler looks to go for the three-point play. He'll do so, but can't get the free throw to go down. It's rebounded by the Chargers. Colson will fire three. Whitler and Volkenhagen both were trying to get the rebound, and nearly had both of each other lose the basketball there. So shot no good. Pirates will get it back. Down 56-25 with 3:27 left to go. Efferman will float it up. No good. Volkenhagen will secure the rebound for the Chargers as he's got right now 3 rebounds in the contest. Moore backs this way and he'll spin away. Fire shot and knock it in. He's got 19. Chargers going to have 2 in the 20-point scoring mark here today with Moore with 19 points. Wesley Whitler's got 20. Knox gives it off to Efferman. He'll match up there by Volkenhagen. Gives it up. Knox, 3. Whitler trying to, as a missed shot, does so as Colson once again get another rebound here in the third quarter. Shot no good from Sully Buttes, and it's a one and done. And Pete jogs it over the timeline. 2:32 left to play here as Knox looks. Efferman deep two, going to be left short once again. It's Whitler once again with the rebound. Colson backs his way, gives it off to Yackley. 3 is up, 3 is good. First point since the first quarter is Jet Yackley. He's got 11. That's the third Charger now in double-digit figures. You think you can maybe get another one in there with Colson to make another bucket. Shot there from Efferman, takes a bounce and goes in. Jaden Efferman with his first points of the night. 61-27, your current score here from Oneida. Yackley at the top. He'll give it off to Whitler. Whitler's going to catch and shoot and bank it in. Really didn't bank it in, but he got the iron to help him out there a little bit as Whitler has 7 in the quarter. Final 90 seconds here is at 64-27 on the Venture Communications scoreboard, and the Pirates will be called for the backcourt violation, and the Chargers will get the basketball back. That substitution coming in is Jackson Paxton will check in. Also, James Miles will check in. Carson Miles as well in the contest for the Chargers. Whitler, Moore, and Volkenhagen will go to the bench and take a rest here. 64-27 your score. Yackley and Colson still the 2 in from the starters in the lineup. Colson gets it in. He's got double-digit points on the evening. That's 4 Chargers in double-digit points as Colson's got 10. 40 seconds left to go in the third. McPeak bounce pass it off to Efferman, and he'll put up a shot off the glass to wave the shot off. Foul still going to go against Sully Buttes. As the clock will continue to roll here. Carson Miles will pick up foul number 2 of the game. Inbound will go to Palmer. He is at the charity stripe, handed off now to Falstich. In the paint, kicked out. Here's a triple. It's going to hit the back iron from Ezra, and couldn't do so. And with 7 seconds left to go, here are the Chargers. Yackley looks, gives it off to Colson. Thought about a 3. 1 second. Can't put up the shot. As that's going to be off the. It's not going to be no good either way. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. Chargers 66. And the Highmore Pirates 27. We're back in 60 seconds for the fourth quarter here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag, chemical, and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag, chemical, and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here. It's going to be a busy weekend of sports for Sully Butte as middle school basketball home tomorrow beginning at 5:30 as the high school girls are in Highmore-Harrold. We'll have that coverage for you of the girls game. It's about a 6:30 start is for the JV game. Varsity to follow. Chargers will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. It'll be a running clock here in the fourth quarter, so could be a quick quarter here from Oneida. Yackley getting the handoff here. It'll be Yackley, James Miles, Carson Miles, Gavin Colson, and Jackson Paxton in the contest. It's Yackley with the triple. Make it now 69-27. As the Pirates just looking to find some momentum going into their next game. Chargers will be in Volga to take on Sioux Valley on Saturday. It's a 5 o'clock tip-off, so a late Saturday contest for the Chargers. We'll be on the road for that one here on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports. Wrestling at the Big Dakota Monster Wrestling Tournament in Presho all day, so that will be wrestling for the next couple of days. High school girls basketball at Redfield for the Redfield Classic. That'll be a 2:30 tip-off in that Redfield Classic. We'll have updates when we can. And Coach really has told me that she would send us some updates when she could after their contest, as we'll have a whistle. And we'll send the peak to the line here for some free throws. Foul going to go against James Miles. He'll pick up his third. First free throw from McPeak is off the mark. After this game, you can go to KCCR Radio, our sister station, for the Fiesta Bowl as Miami and Ole Miss are currently playing, and that game looking to be a pretty good one. Second free throw, no good. Colson picks up the rebound for the Chargers as he looks to go all the way in. Shot is rejected as Yackley comes up with it, quickly gives it to Miles, tries to bully his way in for two, but couldn't do so on that one. So that's a one and done on the other end. Swirling around in is Fallstitch as he gets the points there for the Pirates. So that's his first bucket of the contest. 90 seconds gone by here in quarter number 4. Biggest lead for the Chargers today has been 44. Yackley going to try to extend that. Can't do so with a triple. And it's last touch there by the Pirates. Sully Butte will trigger it in as Coach White will check in Moore, Falkenhagen, and Whitler. James Miles, Gavin Colson, and Yackley will check out. And we'll set things up here. Carson Miles will trigger it into Whitler with 5:50 left to go. Paxton gives it up top to Miles. Miles on the drive, and that will be a travel as he stumbled there a little bit. That was what will be one of the easiest traveling calls you'll have as an official. Looks like we got some more changes. Is Kai McCauley is back in for Highmore-Harrold. Appreciate you tuning in, however you may be tuning in. If you're watching live on that video stream or on the radio on KLXS Pure Country 95.3. Pirates have it back. It's McPeak once again with the scoring, and he has done a lot for the Pirates here today. Has the team high of 14. Whitler underhand scoop and score. That was Moore. Couldn't get it to go, but Whitler cleans it up and puts it back in. Whitler with 25, and again, he's averaging that near 30 this season. McPeak with a 3, no good. Falkenhagen on the rush and gets it. Looks to go all the way with it, and he does, and count the buckets. Hustle play pays off for Cooper Falkenhagen, who had a lot of time in the game prior, and that's how he gets his first points. of the game, and he has a chance to make it a three-point play. They'll get Effman on the foul. He picks up his third. Falkenhagen will not convert the three-point play, and I should say it's the second bucket, and that one is going to be good for the Chargers, courtesy of Moore. Easton Moore with 21. Chargers right now just going with this one with a jump ball. They say Whittler's got 23. I have Whittler for 25. So either I'm off or I give somebody a free point. Whittler's going to check out. Falkenhagen will check out. And Moore's going to check out. Chargers will go into Sioux Valley on Saturday. Opportunity to continue that undefeated streak. 75-31 is your score. Into the game for the Chargers here. As that bucket's going to be good for the Pirates. We're going to see Chase Heights. We're also going to see Lincoln Olsen, who will fire three. Couldn't get the three to go. And we're also going to see Carson Mercer here. So a lot of the freshmen getting some varsity time here. Rebound was last touched there by Mercer. Well, they're going to say it was last touched by the Pirates. Also see another substitution here for the Pirates. It's Karsten McPeak checking in. The 8th grader for Highmore-Harrold. Final 3:04 left to play here. We'll have a post-game show coming up here. Recap this game, get you set for tomorrow in Highmore-Harrold for the girls' game, as the Sully Buttes girls will look to give the Pirates their first loss of the season. Three-point shot, no good, is put back up and in by Jackson Paxton. The Chargers just having fun here on this Thursday night. Started off with a really hot shooting start, and underneath it's Carson McPeak, who gets the missed three and puts it up and in on the reverse. Getting the bucket there, 2:22 left to go. But again, it really started the 63% from in the first quarter from three-point land. Jackson Paxton couldn't get the shot to go. It's rebounded there by Carson Miles. So second chance there for Sully Buttes. But the Chargers shot 49% in the first half. They just shot the lights out in the first quarter, and that kind of is the story in this contest. The hot start for the Chargers pays off there. Chargers almost getting a turnover. As it's going to be a foul on, it's like the Chargers, and they will get Carson Miles with his fourth. Chargers have a foul to give, and more changes coming to the lineup. Rylan Williams is in for Highmore-Harrold. Final 90 seconds here from Oneida. Chargers going to go to 5-0 on the season with a date on Saturday in Volga. A long road trip for Sully Buttes before they are back home on Tuesday. Williams gets rejected by Carson Mercer. Gets up high for that one, and everybody giving them some credit there. Inbound will go to McPeak. Putting up a shot is good. And I'll give the points there to Rylan Williams. And Chargers, a little bit of confusion there, but clock will continue to go. Turnover on the Chargers, just the 7th one today. Fourth quarter will be the one and only quarter that the Chargers did not put 20 points in the game, or in the quarter. Scored 25 in the first, 20 in the second, and 21 in the third. And just couldn't miss. Chargers right now are going to be 48% shooting, as there's a miss from the Pirates. It was rebounded there by the Chargers, as it's Chase out with the rebound on the other end. Is Carson Miles. And this will do it. Final 7 seconds on the clock. As the Pirates will just put one more to finish the game off. That one be off the mark, and a tap in. They're going to count it, as Kai McCauley will tap it in, and that will do it. Final on this one. Chargers go to 5-0 with a 79-39 win. We'll step aside in 2 minutes, give you some final numbers, and wrap this one up. Your post-game show next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier as we approach 9 o'clock, Game Riverfront Broadcasting Station.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
It is your post-game show here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier as we are at the 9 o'clock hour. Hopefully you're having a good evening as the Sully Butte Chargers did with a 79-37 win over the Highmore-Harrold Pirates. Sully Butte Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you to be a good citizen, help out in your community, your friends and neighbors, make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Chargers, just shot the lights out, it felt like, in the first quarter, which really kind of got the train rolling in this one. They would score 25 in the first, shooting 63% from the field in the first quarter. They would score 20 in the second, holding the Pirates to 22 total points in the first half. It was 45-22 after one half of play. Chargers put 21 more points up in the third quarter, holding Highmore-Harrold to 5. In the fourth quarter, Chargers with 13 and Highmore-Harrold with 10, courtesy of the running clock. That's why the points output maybe wasn't as high as it could have been in all four quarters of action. No lead changes, no ties. It was Chargers from start to finish in this one, the full 32 minutes of action. The Pirates, shooting-wise, would go 16 of 34 from the field, so they did shoot good. It was just the turnovers that were more often that occurred that the Chargers were able to capitalize on, so they didn't get as many shots were the Pirates in this contest. They would go 1 of 9 from the three-point land, 4 of 10 from the charity stripe. In the contest for the Chargers, they would go 32 of 66 from the field at 48%, 10 of 28 from three-point land at 36%, and 5 of 10 from the charity stripe in this contest. From the bench, they would get 9 points for the Chargers, 10 for the Pirates. And rebounds, I had the Chargers at 34 rebounds on the evening. Highmore-Harrold I had with 18. Again, all stats unofficial in this one. Take a look at some individual numbers. Highmore-Harrold was led by Brooks McPeak. He would finish with 14 points. Carson McPeak would finish with 2. Jaden Effred with 2. Wyatt Falstich with 2. Jordan Everett, 9 points and 10 rebounds. Kai McCauley with 4. Drew Palmer with 2. And Rylan Williams with 2 in the contest for the Pirates. For the Chargers, they were led by Wesley Whitler. He would finish with 25 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double night for him. Gavin Colson would have 10 points, 5 rebounds. Jet Yackley, 14 and 3. Carson Miles with 4 and 5. Easton Moore, who is your Yackley Ranches player of the game, brought to you by Yackley Ranches. He would finish with 21 points in the contest. He would have 4 rebounds in the contest as well. Jackson Paxton would have 2. Cooper Falkenhagen would have 3 in the contest. So that is your look at your individual statistics. Your Yackley Ranches player of the game, it goes to Easton Moore. Now it is time for your Country 95.3 FM Colston Farms Unsung Hero Award. This goes out to the player that is hard, that works hard, and gives it their all, and that's what makes the team better. You may not have heard this name in the game, but the unsung hero goes about their own way to make a difference in the game or the contest. Colston Farms also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. I mean, you could really pick anybody in this contest to be your unsung hero. How about Gavin Colson? 10 points and 5 rebounds. Felt like a quiet 10 points and 5 rebounds, but some impactful points in that first half to really get the Chargers going in that one. So your unsung hero, Gavin Colson for the Chargers, Yackley Ranches player of the game, goes to Easton Moore. So what's coming up next for Sully Buttes? Well, girls will be back in action tomorrow. They will be on the road to Highmore-Harrold. That will be about a 7:45 tip-off time. We'll have that coverage for you right here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, and as well online at country953.com. So the girls tomorrow at 7:45. Boys will be back in action on Saturday when they take on Sioux Valley and Volga. That will be a 5 o'clock start. In that one, we'll have that coverage for you. We'll also have the girls game tomorrow, the boys game on Saturday. Girls will be on the road as well at the Redfield Classic on Saturday. That will be a 2:30 start. So girls on the road, boys are at Volga, girls at Redfield. So we have to pick one. We are going to go with the boys here on Saturday for this one. Taking a look at some other things happening tomorrow. Middle school boys here in Oneida beginning at 5:30. Again, girls in Highmore tomorrow. The Big Dakota Monster Wrestling Tournament in Presho. That will be 2 days of action for them. That's tomorrow and Saturday for wrestling as well. Lots of things going on this week as well. We'll tell you what's going on next week for Sully Buttes High School and athletics as well. So that's going to do it. Big thanks to Jeremy on the camera here tonight. Did a great job. Big thanks to Emma back in the studio here to make us live on the air, keeping us audio-wise going all game long. For everybody at the Riverfront Broadcasting Studios and the entire Riverfront Broadcasting team, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Sully Buttes basketball live on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting station. Have a great night. If you're traveling back home, safe travels. We will be back on the air tomorrow. It's about the same time pregame, about 7:30, 7:25-ish. Depends on when the game ahead is going to go. 6:30 JV start time as well. But from the entire broadcasting team, Riverfront Broadcasting team, I'm Wyatt Barichka. Have a great night. Travel safe. God bless. Make sure if you want more sports, go to KCCR Beer for the Fiesta Bowl, as that game is currently going on right now. And the update I last have, it was a 17-13 lead for Miami. God bless. Let's get you back to regular scheduled programming.